people. Just want to let everybody know if somebody doesn't have a dog, if somebody don't got that dog, don't listen to them. If they don't have the dog that they're talking about or that they talk about, their opinion really don't matter. Real shit, y'all. And that's just me speaking facts. If they don't have the breed they're talking about, don't even listen to them. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. If someone's rambling about French Bulldogs, ignore them because they don't know anything about them. Ignore them. They don't know nothing about them, people. Ignore them because they don't know anything about the breed. So they shouldn't even speak on French Bulldogs because they don't have any. Unless if they go into South Carolina, Petland, and show the dogs in Petland. People go to Petland to show these dogs. People go to Petland to show these dogs. They go to Petland, people. They go to Petland to show these dogs. They go to Petland to show these. They go to Petland. And anyways, people, somebody called this dog. I know it was Little Man on one of his troll accounts, but because it's saying the same thing that Kwame said. Kwame said that this dog is docile or whatever from a video I uploaded of the black one. Said the dog is docile. That dog there was looking at other dogs. It was looking at two other dogs in the yard. A lot of these guys who are speaking on these dogs, they don't really know much. That dog right there, the 300 blackout, they said she's docile or docile or whatever. I don't even know the word. I ain't gonna lie, but when I looked it up, she ain't that. She was looking at two other dogs. They were looking at each other from across the yard. All right. If you would have looked, if you could have seen, if I had two cameras, you would have seen that she was looking at another dog in the same yard as her. Two of them playing with each other. So that's how a dog looks when it sees two dogs playing with each other off the leash in a yard with three dogs. That's how a dog looks. The dog that's not playing, that's watching the other dogs, that's how dogs look when they watch other dogs play. Dum. People get on the internet and they leave stupid comments, and we leave all of those comments up. We leave them up for the inexperienced breeders. Some people try to still breed names, but some people do it on an accident. I honestly believe this man did not know that he was making bullies. He didn't know he was making original bullies. He didn't know he was making standard bullies. All right, people, those original bullies are Fawn, Fawn and White, Brendel, um, White, Black and White, White and Black. Those original bullies is, you know, them colors, them standard colors. Those are standard original bullies, and they usually, in the majority of time, they come from pit bull terriers. It comes from the pit bull terrier because the pit bulls was them standard colors. You gotta understand that, people. The American Bulldogs be them standard colors. So them standard bullies be them standard colors that come out looking like little um that come out killer's color. So people understand that they got different size bullies. The original basic color bullies with the normal colors, the standard colors, those is classic bullies. And that's what the W Bulldog was. We ain't gonna say the name because they trying to railroad boys out here right now, and they setting up niggas for lying cases, and they're trying to sue people. They're threatening people, saying they're gonna sue because everything is not a purebred. No matter how much you inbreed, everything is not a purebred. If I go to the shelter, right, and I get two dogs that's not recognized, as a matter of fact, fuck that. If I go to the shelter, right, and I buy a dog before they fix it, all right, and it's a bully. If I take that dog home from the shelter before they fixed it, if I caught it the day they put it in there, and I wanted the dog before they fixed it, and I bought that dog, and if it's a bully, I could register that dog at the ABKC, people. These are the type of dogs he's breeding. And what I mean by that is when you put pit bull to American bulldog, it's a bully. Understand that, people. Pit bull to American bulldog is a bully. Pit bull to American bulldog is a bully, people. So so that's the type of breeder. Like I said, if I went to the shelter and I got a pit bull mix and I registered that as a bully, and at the shelter I bought it there before they went and fixed him. I bought it the first day he got in there. He's not fixed yet. That that's the type of dogs he's breeding. Because you could go register that ABKC, people. You could go register that ABKC, people. All right. So that's one reason uh, bully breeders um, ain't respected. That's one reason bully breeders ain't respected. That's one reason. Because it's a hybrid dog. He's not breeding purebreds, people. He's not breeding purebreds, people. He's not breeding purebreds. But yo, the mislabeling is because he's inexperienced. He didn't know that the American Bulldog to the Pit Bull is gonna be a bully no matter how much you inbreed and no matter how much you know, line breed. Like no matter what, it's going when you do that 5 times, it's still a bully. The classification is a bully. It's not a W Bulldog. An all black French Bulldog with a little bit of brindle on it, a little bit of brindle in it. That is that's standard. The dog you're looking at has trace of brindle throughout her coat. Has trace of brindle throughout her coat. She's legal. dog right here is perfectly legal. This dog right here is standard. 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 Standard, people. Don't believe everything you hear from the fake Bulldog prophets. The fake Bulldog prophets never owned one of these. The fake Bulldog prophet never owned one of these. Some people get on the internet and they lie. They tell people French Bulldogs can't have puppies naturally. They tell people French Bulldogs need surgery on their nose to open the nostrils. They tell people French Bulldogs can't whelp puppies naturally. They can't lock up. They can't breed naturally. They can't reproduce naturally. They need surgery on their nose. Those are all big lies, people. Don't believe that from the veterinarian. They're trying to take money from you. Don't believe the veterinarian on French Bulldogs. Talk to a breeder, people. Talk to a breeder. Not a breeder. Not a breeder who has American Bulldogs. Not an American Bulldog and Pit Bulldog. Not one of them breeders. Not one of them. Not a classic bully breeder. Don't listen to a classic bully breeder who thinks if he inbreeds Pit Bull and American Bulldog, it's his own bloodline and it's a purebred. People, those are bullies. Don't listen to him. Listen to me. A ADBA Pit Bull to a NKC American Bulldog is an ADBA bully. Stop listening to that man. All right, y'all? Listen to me. I showed you guys proof of that at the ABKC. That an ADBA American Pit Bull Terrier is this, in breeding that to an NKC American Bulldog is a classic bully. A standard bully. Understand that. And that's not a lie. Calling it a W Bulldog, that's lying. That's mislabeling. That's stealing. It's not a W Bulldog, it's a W Bully. That's what that is, a W Bully. We call those W Bullies. And then they're mad that everything's not a purebred. And they want to set people up for lying cases because they got F1 hybrids. They want to set people up for lying cases because they got F1 hybrids. And we called them out and told the world that they're not purebreds. Ain't that right, Black? Black. Black out. Black out. Black out. They want to tell the world lies. We're going to call them out. We're not going to let them lie, right? We ain't letting them lie. We're not letting them lie. God put me here to expose these false Bulldog prophets. He sent the legend. I am his only son. He sent the legend. He sent the legend. His only son. He sent his only son, people, to get rid of these false Bulldog prophets. To get rid of these false Bulldog prophets. He sent his only son, people. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to expose the real. We're here to expose these false prophets who don't own any French Bulldogs and they speak on the standards. They never owned any English Bulldogs and they named their kennel after that. We're sick of that. We need to eliminate these peasants, these peasant breeders, these peasant breeders, these peasant peddlers who can't even peddle. These peasant peddlers who can't even peddle a puppy because they lie. People call him up and they go, "You got American Bulldogs?" And he goes, "Oh no, I got battle crosses. These is battle cross purebred um W Bulldogs." Lying to people, scamming people, calling something his own breed when it's a F1 bully. That's despicable. It's disgusting. It's nasty. It's nasty. It's filthy. It's mind blowing that these breeders are that hungry that they will con and scam buyers. They will pray that someone calls him who doesn't know about dogs, and they pray that they get a bozo who doesn't know anything about breeds, so they could lie to him and say, yes, these dogs got papers and pedigree. And no scam associations, they tag and hang that. They give papers out on F1 dogs. And then you got people, these breeders, these backyard breeders, they'll reconduct the breeding. All right, people, check. Here's what's going on, and especially in the South, because they do it all year round. The good old boys in the country, Carolinas, they could breed all year round because it's warm. So check what they doing, y'all. They're running the litters back and inbreeding the brothers and sisters. They're inbreeding the brothers and sisters with the intentions of making a purebred dog, a F1, a F2, and it's gonna keep inbreeding. But at the end of the day, it's a bully. If he doesn't do what I told him, if he doesn't do what I told him, then what he has to do is he has to stop using the pit bull. No matter what he does with that pit bull to the American Bulldog, he's not doing anything because we already know the American Bulldog already has pit bull in it. He's not doing anything. The American Bulldog already has pit bull in it. So check. That's like somebody with a giant poodle and they breed it to the Labrador, right? And then they inbreed them, brother to sister, right? And then um they breed it back to the Labrador. Well, check. That's what they did with the American Bulldog, and they did that. They threw it to the pit bull. And they used pit bull to make it with some other type of bulldog. They used various terriers to make the American Bulldog, and he's just thrown another terrier back to the Bulldog. The American Bulldog already has pit bull in it. So check. Stop using the pit bull, man. It's not recognized. Just stop using the pit bull. If you want any credit in this dog world, you got to stop using the pit bull. It's not a recognized dog. It's got too many terriers. There's too many of them. There's too many types of pit bulls. I want people to hear that. There's too many types of pit bulls. That's why it's not a purebred. I want people to understand that for the people who go around and believe this idiot when they say there's only one pit bull and it's not a group of dogs. That's the biggest lie. I'm gonna let you guys know some different types of pit bulls. All right, here goes one: Corvino. All right, Niggerino, Eli, Colby, All right, border racks. All right, people. Mayday, honey bunch. You gotta understand that these dogs that I just named, some of those bloodlines, those are different types of pit bulls, people. Some of them Eli dogs is black. I've seen all white Eli dog. I've seen buckskin Eli dog, but the majority of them Eli dogs is black. Midnight Cowboy is another one. Majority black. Border racks, majority black. All right, now when you go look at Honey Bunch, them dogs is majority all yellow. When you go look at Macho Buck, Mayday, them dogs is majority buckskin. And when I'm telling you guys this, these different types of pit bulls, these different bloodlines, these different bloodlines and different types of pit bulls, they were made with different terriers. They were made with different terriers, and that's why they're different bloods, different bloodlines, because they were made with different terriers and different bulldogs. The pit bull is made of various terriers. You got people using Irish Terrier. You got people using Scottish Terriers. You got people using Patterdale Terriers. You got people that use different terriers when they made the pit bull terrier. That's why the pit bull, there's different types of pit bulls. You got to understand that, people. There are different types of pit bulls because people use various and multiple and countless numbers of various terriers. Some of them pit bulls got Jack Russell Terrier in them. Some of them pit bulls got all of these different types of terriers in them. That's why it's the American Pit Bull Terrier, because there's all types of terriers in it. Understand that, people. Pit bull, there's all kind of pit bulls. Eli, Corvino, Mayday, Macho, Niggerino, Border Racks, Jeep. People gotta understand this. There are so many pit bulls, y'all. There are so many different types of pit bulls. Honey Bunch. You guys gotta understand that, people. Joker, Vinegros, Gardner. When these men was putting dogs together, Hall, Bobby Hall, Janet Hall, when these people was putting dogs together, they was rolling with that Eli, they was rolling with that Border Racks, they was rolling with that Maverick, they was rolling with that. You understand that? They was rolling with that Gunner, they was rolling with that Jeep, they was rolling with that that Red Boy, they was rolling with, you know, they was rolling with that muscle, y'all. You guys gotta understand that. They was rolling with that Honey Bunch. They was rolling with that Rascal. They was rolling with that Hank. A lot of people don't know who Crenshaw was. They don't know who Crenshaw. They don't know about Rascal, and they don't know about Crenshaw's champion Rascal, and they don't know about Crenshaw's champion Honey Bunch, and they don't know about Crenshaw's champion Jeep. Some of these people don't know what Crenshaw had. I had that. I had that Jay Crenshaw. I ain't gonna say the first name, but I had that blood. In the late 90s. Got people who lie on dogs. They go to Petland and they tag their number behind pet store dogs. And you people watch that shit. And you people allow it. And you people tune into that goofy. I don't understand it, man. They entertain the fraud. Fraudulent behavior, man. You got a man going into Petland, tagging his number behind pet store dogs. And in the title, they say, this dog for sale. Do you know what he's going to do if he sells that dog? He's going to ask for the security deposit so he can give it to the pet store. All right, so that stops them from selling that dog. You guys got to understand this. When he gives them that, that stops them from selling that dog. He goes and brings them the money. All right, then he brings that dog home with the $880 deposit that he got. He brings that dog home. I ain't gonna say his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. You guys gotta watch this fraud. I don't want anybody to get scammed. When he asks for the $880, he tells you to go fill out the. He tells you to fill out the contract so he can get you locked up in some paperwork and scam you people. He tells you to go fill out the contract, people, and he needs the deposit. All right. Then he makes you go sign and notarize the contract so he can sue you. When people leave paper trails, they're trying to set you up for a case, or they're building a case on you, or they're trying to set it up just in case a case comes about. On phone now. Just beware of the inexperienced dog man. Beware of the lying bulldog prophets. Beware of the lames and the liars who speak on blood they never owned. Beware of the breeders who never produced any of the dogs they talk about, never owned any of them. They just go and type on Google and look stuff up. Well, you know what? They better start looking up the stuff I tell them so they don't look stupid and mislabel and breed heist anymore. If they would have listened to the shit I was saying years ago about the hanging and tagging F1s as purebreds, they wouldn't have made them two pointless litters. Yo, out. No, none of that. You guys do that shit and then you start fighting. None of that in the house. Hey, none of that. Don't need no fighting in here. Shit. Yo, cut it out. Sit down. But the breed mislabeling, we calling that out. God put me here to call call out the inexperienced dog, man, to stop the breed mislabeling. He sent his only son, and I am he, the legend of all Bulldogs, and I approve this message.